Let's bring in Commissioner for Information in Kogi State, Kingsley Fanwo, for more on this development. Mr. Fanwo, thank you for joining us. We hear Mr. Governor, but please walk us through the intelligence and legal processes that led to this high-profile demolition exercise. How does government ensure that these actions swiftly follow due process while protecting property rights?
Thank you very much. What the governor did was to enforce the anti-terrorism and kidnapping law of the states. What he has just done is to enforce the law that says that when you harbor criminals or when you use your properties for criminal activities, such properties will be brought down. And that is exactly what he has done. If he did not do that, that would be a violation of that very law. So it was very simple that he went ahead to enforce the law. Then in December last year, the governor rolled out some proclamations and security protocols that were very necessary to stem the tide of criminality in the state. And, you know, some of those things were violated in the issue of the property that was demolished, and the governor had to go ahead to enforce that. And, you know, it's in line with the legal processes, administrative processes of the state. And in the morning of today, the state government issued a press statement to alert the public to the fact that some people have illegally acquired certain properties, falsifying government papers as far as to the level of the certificate of occupancy. And also, some of these properties are being used for criminal purposes. And therefore, it was necessary for the state government to act. Indeed. And hours after that press statement, the governor personally led the team to Okene to enforce that.
You know, there are always at least two sides to a story. These demolitions aim to enhance security, no doubt. But they also directly affect residents and local businesses. So how is government engaging with these affected communities? What specific measures are you taking to ensure that ordinary citizens' rights and livelihoods are not negatively impacted while you're fighting insecurity?
Thank you very much. There are two ways to fight insecurity. And we have to employ what I call bloody-mindedness in ensuring that criminals do not find a place among us. It is pertinent to note that these criminals, they are not people who engage in legal businesses. Instead, they inflict hardship through their nefarious activities on the people. And then we cannot be talking about human rights in this case when they are busy killing, maiming, and taking even little children into captivity. So what we have done, we have laws. And as a government, I would say that the administration of Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo is law-abiding, respects the rule of law. So what we have done is not in any way contravening the laws of Kogi State and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And communities that these houses were situated, some of them gave intelligence to the government to be able to exercise this, because you know, when you as a community refuse to also report this, that is also a contravention if you are in the know and you fail to report. And you could see the jubilation in that community. They are happy that those criminals, those bandits, those terrorists, those kidnappers have been rooted out of the community. So I think they are very happy, and it was a very popular decision, and a decision that will guarantee security and safety of the people in that community.
We have completely run out of time. In 30 seconds, if you can, beyond the demolitions, highlight for us the long-term strategies the Kogi State government is implementing to address the root cases of crime and prevent criminals from simply relocating elsewhere.
Thank you very much. What we are doing as a state is to apply both the kinetic and the non-kinetic measures of combating insecurity in the state, and it's yielding results. I will tell you that the state is investing heavily, I mean heavily, the resources of the state in educating young people in the state. When you give people education, when you invest in education, you are depopulating the criminal circle. The state is employing this. Through the legal means, we are also ensuring that we engage our youth in a lot of activities that will detract them away, that will distract them from engaging in acts that are inimical to the well-being of the society. And also, we have been able to enact laws to be able to prevent, not just to be trying to control, but to prevent acts of terrorism, kidnapping, and banditry in the state. And above all, we have been able to reactivate and recalibrate our security architecture in such a way that the community now takes the lead. All of these things that you see happen were led by the community who give intelligence. And also, we have formed the first line of defense through the local security architecture to be able to combat this. So it is becoming increasingly difficult under Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo for criminals to have a field day in Kogi State.
Kingsley Ifanwo is Commissioner for Information in Kogi State. Thank you for talking to us.